So who are some people that you try to outwork or people that motivate you and inspire you?
That's hard.
If you had to
probably members of my team.
Okay.
I mean, if I had to pick 3, it's probably my team because we always trying to, and when I say my team, I'm not talking about just the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the whole team in total. Everybody from the photographers, the videographers, to the other artists. I'm always trying to figure out what are they doing? How can I outwork them? Like, what can I do to get a little further? Because in turn, it's more than just getting behind the microphone and writing some lyrics. Like, that's cool, but that don't really make you a dope artist.
So put that in perspective when you say your team. How many people are on the team? If you had to estimate or ballpark.
Man, ballpark. I don't know. We'll say 15.
Okay.
Ballpark. The team grow. It moves. My team is a fluctuation.
No, but 15 is a lot because I can tell you right now, it's probably a handful of people that can't name 15 people that they're like, oh, I want to work harder than them. You know what I mean? But for you to have that number, to me, that's a lot. There's not many people who can say, I'm trying to outwork these 15 people. They're really just like, well, I'm trying to outwork her because she always show up on time, you know?
Yeah, but if you're just trying to outwork one person, you're just going to outwork that one person. Anyway.
Right.
Okay, I outworked her. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning. She got up at 10. I outworked her.
Right.
Woohoo, get a hero cookie. What about the other 14 people?
Yeah. So. I see. Okay. So then you are a veteran.
Yeah.
So a military veteran, Army veteran.
Did that.
Okay.
8 years.
8 years. Hoorah. Hooah.
Yeah, hooah. You know.
I was in the Army as well. But.
Oh, that's what's up then. That's what I'm talking
about. So then how does did the military, because you started at 9 years old,
right?
And you had to join the military about 18, 19, 20-ish in that area, maybe older.
Yeah, I was like 19 when I signed my contract.
Okay, so then those 8 years took away from the music or added to the music?
Shit, they added to the music. I made some of the best music. Well, okay, let me rephrase this shit. I was more productive. I was the most productive in my career when I was overseas in Iraq. That's when I met some real talented individuals when I was in the Army. So that was a time frame where I was really working because I had the discipline. Like, all my free time was spent on music. Like, I remember times I was legit driving the truck and writing music. Yo, shout out to my boy Clay P. Clay was my truck partner in Iraq. It was me and Clay. Clay was actually a producer. Cool ass white boy, man. He was making the beats. I was writing the lyrics. And I made a lot of dope fucking music. I had a whole mobile studio in the middle of fucking the desert. Like, it's on YouTube. You can check that shit out. But I had a mobile studio over there, so I was probably working the hardest when I was overseas. So yeah, the military probably helped me. If anything, it helped me push me a little bit further. For real.
So you would say the military added to the discipline that you have today?
Absolutely. Damn right, yes.
So have any of the songs that you made overseas made it to the album?
No. Nah, I'm gonna do a discography of all the music that I did overseas, or most of it. I can't say I'm gonna release all of it, but most of it, I'm gonna release it. Yeah, ain't none of that on the album though.
Does the music that you made when you were overseas talk about what you saw overseas, or is it universal and discusses a wide range of topics?
It's both. It talks about a lot of things that I did experience overseas, and then the other half of it is universal. So it's really hand in hand, because I wrote a lot of shit about shit that went down over there. Mm-hmm. Some of the shit I probably can't release, but you know, I talked about a lot of shit that I probably shouldn't have, but it's the reality of what we went through.
Okay. So what are some things, because you're known for having an annual block party in the community.
True.
So talk to me a little bit about the block party, how you got started.
So the block party really originated, right? My brother got killed in 2012. And at the start, he got killed 9 days before his 20th birthday. So every year, I was doing the cookout at the house for his birthday. And of course, the family stopped showing up. That's what they do. That's just family. So I was like, yo, this shit is really bigger than bruh. So I took the birthday cookout and turned it into a block party. And I was like, I'm gonna transform a tragedy into something for the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a way that I can give back. So, you know, I took it from that and it just transformed. it transformed into, you know, something that was bigger than I intended. It's just a free event over the summer where families can bring out everybody, man. It's a safe environment, very family friendly, free food, games. You know, it's a real big event. And we only do it once a year, but it's totally free to the community, though. And I do it in memory of my brother, but it's just a block party, though, because we don't see a lot of that shit today. Everybody want to be gangster, but a lot of people forget gangsters had morals and principles.
Yeah.
The mafia moved by code, and a lot of these motherfuckers now don't have a code of ethics. So for me, I'm still upholding traditional values that these quote-unquote rappers nowadays want to uphold. So I do it for the family, you know?
So would you say that Straight No Chase, your label, is in a way creating its own set of codes, or are you, like you just said, just
we have a code.
Keeping these
we got a
same...
code of ethics over here.
Okay.
Straight No Chase has a whole code of ethics. So yeah, you know, I wouldn't say creating, we got that.
Okay.
We lead them by example, if anything.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to this.
Okay.
I want to ask about the block party real quick.
Yes.
What are some things in the block that go on in the block party? Like, do you have giveaways for people in the community? Because I know a lot of times, specific to holidays, a lot of artists are like, oh, we're giving away XYZ. Do you have any giveaways, or is it just focused on come relax and let go? Like, have you thought about like, okay, let's give back to people in need? Or is it just a day of relaxation?
No. That's a two-part question for me. At the block party, we actually do giveaways. Like, you know, we sell raffle tickets, and we give things away in retrospect. Last year, you know, this year, 2019, we actually started it. I'm pretty sure this interview probably not gonna air till 2020. So let's say last year, we started giving away stuff at the block party. So there's a lot of different things that actually do take place at the block party besides come and chill, because we want to get people more involved. We want to make people socialize and get acquainted with one another. Now, on the flip side, we do a lot of giving back and giving away outside of the block party. We do a lot of disaster relief things. You know, we do our own giveaway and feed the homeless and everything. Because with most people, they do it traditional. They wait till the holidays. Well, for us, it's like every day. You know, you got the chance to change somebody's life. Why wait till the holidays? Right. You know, because they're so, homeless people and people in need are so used to getting the necessities around the holidays. What about the other 364 days out the year besides that one day? So we actually take advantage of that during what we call the off season or the off days when people not doing it. So we do a lot of giving back around the year for real. Okay. So what can be expected for the upcoming block party? What day is that and what location? This year, it's going to be June 27th. Location is still to be announced. We actually working on that right now. But the official date is June 27th, 2020. Okay. The 5th annual Straight No Chase block party. And it's so working on location, you mean like what city, or is it always in the same? It's up in the air. That's questionable because we keep outgrowing, you know, the venues that we go to. Okay. And like we be getting in trouble because we had like too many people, and they be like, yeah, y'all got too many people over here for us. Gotcha. So, it might be in Decatur this year. I'm leaning more so toward Decatur again, like it was last year. But you know, it's subject to change, so I can't really give a definite location right now. Okay. Do you perform at any of block parties, or you just, you know, we did it. Chill. We did the performance one year. But once we started turning it into a family-friendly event, you know, we kind of relaxed on the performances a little bit. I get I get a lot of requests about it. So I might bring it back 2020. You never know. We always surprising people, you know, so you never know. We might do a whole little concert. You never know, just, you know. Okay. You got to pull up and see what's going on. Right. I'll have to stop by. For sure. Okay, so now let's switch back. So first of all, let's talk about Straight No Chase. And I know we talked before about it growing from Decaturville when you were, 15? Yeah, I was like 15 in Decaturville. Right, when you were 15, it grew from Decaturville to Straight No Chase. So now talk about Decaturville a little bit
and how it's grown over the years into Straight No Chase? And do you see any parallels, or what are the differences in how you move now?
So I started Decaturville and I was like 15. Yeah, I was like 15. I was in high school. I had just came off another group called Decatur's Prophecy. It was just me and one dude. But Decaturville, it pretty much just started, man, because it was a group of guys that wanted something to do, and everybody wanted to rap. So I was like, bet. I was like, I always wanted to be a part of No Limit, so I'm finna start my own. So what I did, I started a record label, Decaturville, and I charged these guys dues. You know, I had these guys paying dues to be a part of a record label. I had a home studio at my mama's house. So we would skip school and go to the studio, and that's just what it was. You know, it was Decaturville. We was 15, 16. We was in high school. We was getting booked. We was actually doing shows. You know, we was on the bill. And that's just pretty much how I got started. It was like, yo, I can actually lead people. Like, people listen to me and people follow me. So that was probably my first turning point when I realized that I had the capability to take people with me on where I was going. So it was like, cool. It's, you know, it's cool to make money out these guys. Then we had mixtapes. We was actually putting out our own mixtapes and selling them at the time. You know, that was back when CDs was hot. So we was going around school. We was hot shit. You know, we had posters up and everything. They thought we was a gang. They put us on a gang task force list in school and started harassing us and shit. But, you know, that's another story. And, you know.
It's a political story.
Yeah, it's, you know, politics. It's always politics with shit. Yeah. So that's pretty much how Decaturville got started. And then, you know, after high school, people went their separate ways. Shit died down a little bit. And I ended up coming up with Straight No Chase in 2011. It was pretty much when I was on my way overseas. That's when I came up with Straight No Chase. Straight No Chase was kind of like me rebranding, you know, because at that point, there was no more Decaturville. Like, Decaturville was pretty much abolished or whatever. So it was like, I'm going to start Straight No Chase. And Straight No Chase was pretty much my redefining moment. And I was like, okay, well, this is my next time around, so I'm going to do it differently. And I've been doing it differently ever since. So that was Straight No Chase.
So now Straight No Chase is here, present day.
Right.
What are the code of ethics that we briefly touched on for Straight No Chase, and how are you set apart from other record labels?
Okay, so I can't really tell you how I'm set apart from these other record labels because I don't really know how they operate. Like, hey, you know, it's just, ain't no 360 deals, I can tell you that shit. Some of the code of ethics, though, we real big on respect, like all the way around. It's a give and take thing. You know, we always present ourselves with respect first. So things really are always contained, long as we can maintain a certain level of respect. And after that, it's family. Like, we are a family at Straight No Chase collectively. So when I bring people to the table, beyond contracts, it's like we family. Like, I feed people. Like, if I say you part of the team, you can eat at my house. Like, you can sit down at my table with me and my own family and eat with us. So it's really bigger than just saying, oh, I'm a record label and we're gonna sign a contract for percentages. Like, I really take that near and dear. And when I bring people in, like, you can't come to the table if I don't see you as family. You know what I'm saying? So it's respect and family and loyalty. But at the same time, you really gotta watch who you show your loyalty to. So it's really a give and take, but when you show us who you really are, we take you for what that is. It's not really a game of second chances over here.
Okay.
So that's just a few to give you some examples of that code of ethics that we move by. And hard work. Like, you gotta work hard.
Yeah.
It's not a question. You gotta work hard. If you don't work hard, we excuse you. We pull your seat back. We pull your plate from you.
Okay. So for Straight No Chase now, I know we talked before, and you would say right now it's your record label, yes? Or would you say it's more than that?
I think it's bigger than a record label. Like, the Straight No Chase media group, a lot of people do refer to it as a record label, and that's cool. Like, I absorb that because that is part of what we do. I just really feel like we offer more than just music. So I just look at it like a media group. I operate Straight No Chase like a corporation. You know, it's like record label is one of the subs of what I do. So it's bigger than that. It's a media group. We offer everything. Like, if you name it, we can do it. Hell, we even fix cars and babysit kids. Like, holla at me. We got you.
Swear.